Hello YouTube, this is Justin Game 44 here, and today, well, look who we have here. It's Lucas. He's sleeping. Okay, now that we're all here, I kind of want to start talking about my experiences with cats, since, well, I decided why not. Well, technically this one cat I had, well, who am I kidding? I was either very young or I wasn't even born yet. So, let's begin to talk about it. There was this cat named Carmen. That was my mother's cat, and believe me, she. I thought he was gonna wake up. Sorry. Anyway, my mother absolutely adored this cat since she got him as a kitten, and pretty much this was the only cat my mom really ever loved, except recently, but really no cat will ever come as close as she loved Carmen. Carmen would usually climb up her legs and everything, and it was so cute. And these two were so close together, growing closer for a few years. She had him until one day as they were moving, Dad said, "I'm telling you right now, that cat's going to run away." And she said no. And believe it or not, during that move, my dad had accidentally left the screen door open and Carmen ran out and he was never seen again. And during that time, my mom was actually at the pet store buying cat toys and everything. And the sad thing was, she actually got a call. At first, thought it was a joke that Carmen ran away. But then when she realized it wasn't, she got upset and she just pushed the car to a wall. Since why the heck would she be needing that stuff now? She was upset. And that wasn't even the. She honestly, even to this day, believed Dad did it on purpose. Which, yeah, perhaps it was. But anyway, besides all that, there was actually this very messed up thing that both of my older siblings did. I have three, and two of them were part of it. And oh my goodness, I cannot believe they did this. Around that time, that episode Gary Comes Home song, that episode where SpongeBob Lost Gary recently came out, and that song made my mother cried. And I cannot believe my own siblings did this. They actually pretty much did this. They kept laughing and kept rewinding the song in front of her. And they even mentioned it. They actually were surprised because they never really see her cry. And they found it funny. And I'm like, when Mom told me that, me and her were both like, ugh. Yeah. So was I. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I mean, seriously, what type of child wants to see their mother crying? Well, anyway, that was that. But really, there was no other cat that came close to Carmen, to my mom. There was this one time, a few years, almost a decade ago now, where we got this tiger cat named Tiggs, and he climbed up my mother's leg, and she gasped, because, that was the first time a cat has ever done that. She was surprised, because Carmen only did that. And, well, last year, around almost 2 years now, Sebastian came, and those two have grown close. Sebastian always loved to spend time with my mom. Those two have grown close, Sebastian would spend time with her, Sebastian would want to be with her. Those two are definitely close, but I can tell with everything I heard, Carmen would always be her number one. But Sebastian and her are definitely close. Now, I bet a lot of you want to know with my cats. Well, I have many cats throughout the years. But there was a few known. One of them was named Megan. She was this mixed color cat. She had black, brown, and white fur. She was actually in my very first video. I had her for a few years and everything, but sadly what happened was, eventually, she was an indoor cat and she was starting to not use the litter box anymore, so we decided to let her out, and when that happened, that turned out to be a big mistake, because we also had another cat around that time. But Megan apparently chose to stay out and not come back. And eventually, sadly, we never really see her again. Only hope she was doing well. I mean, cats do, I heard, adapt very well quickly with their natural instincts kicking in, but it was still sad that she never came back. Besides that, we did have another cat named Blick, which this one came with two other cats, siblings, but we eventually got rid of them. Tiggs, and I don't remember the other cat's name, but they were also in my videos as well. Actually, wait, no, I think we also had a fourth one, an older one named Blick. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no, Blick was part of a three siblings, and then we got another pair of three. Okay, I guess I should start explaining. Blick we had with two other cats, all adopted from the streets. They were all kittens back then. Blick was like the protected older sibling, protected and everything. And as they got older, like they were stayed close. We kept the other black cat as well, but over time they slowly we got rid of the other two. But sadly, all good things do eventually come to an end, because as Blick was getting older, he sadly passed away. But that was due to a fact. At first, it started off slow because Blick was only a few years old. But what happened was, Blick started to get sick and was like laying on my bed, using the bathroom on it, not like, and I was like trying to move him, but like he felt so heavy, like a rock, and I'm like, well, are you all right? I tried giving him food, and eventually he did finally got up and walked to the front door, wanting to go out, and then he went under the trailer, only later to discover he had passed away. That was actually one of the most saddest times. I'd never seen a cat like that before. Like, he wouldn't eat food, and that was like that for like 2 days. We later discovered the landlord was putting all this poison stuff to kill off rodents and rats, and we pretty much realized Blick might have actually eaten one of them. And believe me, this landlord absolutely hated animals. I'm not even joking. So that was horrible. We gave Blick a proper burial in the backyard. I even put some stones around it. Around that time, we also got later, we did eventually, well, we probably already had Lucas. I think we actually did. It was with the other three then. One of them, my sister decided bought three of them, and I got to keep one. But oh yeah, that's now how it happened. Yeah, I kind of almost forgot because I forgot Lucas and Blick each came in a pair of three cats. But with Lucas, you see, we got Lucas when we still had Blick. Blick did not really like the kittens all that much, but we kind of thought they could be a possibility that they're his children, because the cat that was near was a mile away, although the mother that we found out was only a mile away, but really I don't believe that anymore. But you see, when it came to Blake, like, Blake was an interesting one. The other two cats went to my sister's place that literally we were across the street from, but one of them died, sadly, because one of them ate this pink fiberglass stuff that my sister wouldn't clean up because the trailer was falling apart. And when this happened, I said, okay, Jen, I'm taking the other cat and I'm leaving. Since that day, I basically had both. Eventually, though, when we move again to a bigger place, what happened was then that cat started, the one I took, would just start using the bathroom everywhere, and what even really did, he would do it literally in front of us, like, watching, and, like, nothing would work. At first, we didn't realize it, like, things were feeling wet, but we didn't realize what the heck was going on. And then when we did, we decided to make him into an outdoor cat along with Lucas. But that didn't work, so that cat was sent away. And I was like, I cannot believe that happened. With Lucas, though, well, Lucas is what we still keep today. Maleficent and Sebastian came as stray cats, came inside during time when we just left the door open, and slowly they got used to us and we adopted them. As for, well, honestly, with these three, I can make a more story But when it came with Lucas, we did actually adopted a couple more kittens a few years ago. One of them passed away, sadly, by an accident, and we did have a gravestone. But back then, we had a bunch of kids that apparently thought it was a game and even tried to dig up. I'm not even joking, that actually happened. But believe it or not, because of that other kitten passing away, the one that was still alive and we had for a few more months before that became just a stray cat and left us. That kitten, Lucas did not like the kittens, but when one of them passed away and smelled them, he took pity on the other one that was still alive and started to hang out and play and be cute. Everything with him. Lucas definitely had a heart when it came to kittens. We actually did adopted a few other stray cats who were just little kittens, but oh my goodness, they were feral cats. And sadly, they ran away and we found out they died. Like, I guess they were unhealthy kittens. But oh my goodness, I never seen a kitten that actually hissed at you. Like, I thought kittens were way more trusting than grown cats, but dang, I was wrong. That was like 3 years ago. 3 or 4. Anyway, when it came to Lucas, I still have him today. He's been great fun to always keep around. He loves to play with me, stay close with me, and always loving having my attention. But believe me, he has this habit where he would sit down on a chair and lay on the edge so his upper half body would just slouch, like looking depressed, or be on a stool. Like, I have no idea why he does that, but I guess it makes him comfortable. Anyway, Sebastian was definitely the more fun, energetic cat. During the first year, though, Sebastian would always stalk Maleficent and, like, keep harassing her, like, no matter what, and she got so annoyed and angry all the time. And it was actually funny, because you've never seen a cat does that before. He would just follow her no matter where, and she gets angry. But then after a year, it kind of got boring, and eventually even Sebastian stopped with it. But it seems like no matter what, Sebastian and Maleficent don't get along. Well, it's actually Maleficent doesn't get along with Sebastian. Sebastian doesn't growl, hiss, or anything at her. Although we might have found out the reason why. There could be a possibility that Sebastian is actually a girl. Although he does kind of look more like a boy to me. So does everyone else. But honestly, we don't really know for sure. Maleficent, well, she was technically my brother's cat when he was still living with us, but eventually he moved out, but never took the cat. And she's just been causing problems. She's been scratching the walls, jumping on places she's not supposed to be on. No matter how many times, like, we're thinking about sending her away because of this. As well, we might be getting a new cat, because we actually have another stray cat that we adopted. My dad wanted him. So, actually, yeah. Now, the point why I made this video was because each cat was like a different experience I had with. Megan was like that fun, cute cat, but dang, there was this one time she actually walked. I was laying down on the floor looking at her, and she came walking right towards me and smacked me on the nose. There was actually like a little scar. Well, not really a scar, a scratch mark. That when it happened, I was like, "Whoa!" She literally smacked my own nose. Maleficent was definitely like a, well, not Melissa, Megan. Blick was definitely one of my favorites, but it was really funny with different things happen. And I mean, there's many stories I could tell with every cat that I haven't told in this one short video, but honestly, that would take many videos to talk about. Both funny, some sad, and honestly, there's just a lot of things I can just tell about my beautiful cats. These cats have actually been part of my very first video, with, like I said, with Megan. I was actually testing out that video. And what's even ironic, in a few months, it's going to mark the 10-year anniversary since I posted that video. Along 10 years I have been on this channel. So, until then, JustinGame44, signing out.